everybody? How's it going out there? How's it going out there? Got my ears on. Yeah, I got my ears on. Let me know if you can hear me. Uh, let me know. Let me know what's up. Woo, what's everybody doing? Got some Daisy Duke action for you there. Hope everybody enjoys Daisy Duke. Um, that's what I do. That's what I do. Little Daisy Duke action there. Everybody pop on, see what everybody was doing tonight. I got a couple in the house, it looks like, hanging out. Um, let's get the echo chamber going. Oh, yeah, we got audio. 1, 2, audio. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. We're going to chit chat. Tell me some CB lingo. What's the good stuff you know about? You know, hashtag no panties on. Hashtag pickle park. Hashtag what else? What else? It's all out there. It's all out there. Got your polar bears, you got your plane wrappers, you got your bubblegum machines. Let's see what all we got. What all we got? Come on, somebody hit me with some lingo. Mark M in the house says, "Yeah, buddy, what's up, Mark? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you." DIY Semi says, "Cash got your ears on." Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Rick N Cash as Daisy Duke looks like the robber's mama from Goonies. Okay, okay. Uh, I'm sure she was a handsome lady. I'll give you that. DIY Semi says, "Come Don says hello. What's up, Don? Trucking with Blaze in the house. Yo Cash. Talking CB lingo. Anybody got any really good CB lingo that I ain't never heard before? I don't rock the CB as much as I used to. I used to have it on all the time. Used to get through the night a lot like that, just shooting a breeze with people on the CB. I think the CB talk has become kind of like trucking in general. It's kind of went downhill. It's kind of went downhill as far as like the atmosphere. That's what I mean by that. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let me get the thing going over here. I can read them better over here. I need to turn the volume. I need to turn the volume down, the brightness down over here a little bit. That's gonna make that last a lot longer. Let's see here. Yo, Cash Gus says, there he is. Yeah, what's up, man? I tried this. You got to schedule this in advance to put your custom thumbnail up. So that's what was going on there. That was what was going on with that. How's everybody's day been going? I started off my day a little rough. I was stuck in my parking spot this morning. Um, yeah, I didn't think it was enough of a hill to get stuck on, but everything melted yesterday, then refroze last night. So I woke up on a sheet of glass. Very fun, very fun. Let me tell you all about it. I had to go buy a bag of ice melt to throw under there. Normally I keep some kitty litter or something. I didn't have none with me. I got caught off guard this morning. Bought me a bag of ice melt. Used a little bit of it. Got out of there. Lost about 40 minutes on that little ordeal though. Did not enjoy that. Did not enjoy that. Oh, let's see. Where was I at? Where was I at? Gus, hey there. Big Rig Rex. What's up, Cash? Not much. Thanks for coming in, Big Rig Rex. Paul Harris in the house. The man, the myth, and the legend right there, Paul Harris. He says, "Hey, Cash, in Boston for a 4:30 a.m. delivery. First load of my driving career 2.0. Paul Harris getting after it. Good luck, buddy. You got this. Ain't nothing to it. Good luck in Boston. Boston can be a little bit of a beast. I don't know. If you're familiar with the area, it's not too bad. But we'll see. We'll see. Keep us updated, Paul. Lone Star Transport says, "Good evening, Gus. Candy cane. All right, yeah. What's candy cane, Gus? You gotta let us know." Let's see. Rick says YouTube is your new CB. Yeah. I mean, yeah, kinda. I guess. Dirty Broke in the house. What's up, Dirty Broke? He says breaker. He said break hand. Watch you 20. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I've already got my 2-year-old. He knows what breaker is. So I'm teaching them young over there. Um, Paul Harris says, I bought a used CB, didn't want to make the investment, $40. Yeah, I got a Cobra 19, man. You can get a Cobra 19 for a few dollars, you know. Um, I think a Cobra 19, brand new at the truck stops, like 40 or $50. Now, I will tell you this: don't buy them at the truck stop. This one was given to me when I very first started trucking. My first trainer was an old school guy. And he gave me this old little CB as a gift, you know, and I've kept it ever since, you know. But I've had nicer CBs. Don't buy your CBs at the truck stop. Way overpriced at the truck stop. You can get the same. You can get a Cobra 29 on eBay for like, you know, $50, $60. They're $150 at the truck stop, man. You can get them, you know, you find you a CB shop, get a used one, buy a used one off of eBay or Amazon, you know. Do like Paul, spend about $40. They're worth having. And I wouldn't, you know, I'm just not the type of guy that says go put $200 in a CB. If you want a $200 CB, get it. Do what you want to. But for me, I don't use them enough. You know, they're not like they used to be. Used to, a lot of shippers wanted you to have them, you know, that's how they would tell you. This was before cell phones. I'm dating myself a little bit here, you know. A lot of shippers would, you know, hey, turn to channel 13 or whatever, you know, channel 5. And, you know, they'd tell you go park in the yard, and they call you on the CB and they'd say, you know, hey, they'd say, hey, hand, you know, door 5 or whatever. Um, but yeah. I still like calling people hand. Never got over that. Still enjoy saying hand, calling people hand. Let's see here. Blackheart. What a name. We're gonna shorten that to Blackheart. I'm not even gonna try it. Not gonna embarrass myself for trying. What's that old saying? If somebody thinks you're an idiot, don't open your mouth and prove them right. So I'm just gonna hang out with it. Blackheart says, "Hello, Mr. Cash. What's up? Not much. Chilling. I shut her down. Got a little bit of snow ahead of us here in Pennsylvania on 80, and I didn't want to go play in the snow tonight, so we shut her down. We're going to get up a little early in the morning, and we're going to knock out the rest of this in the morning. Probably got about 4 hours left on this, you know, maybe 4.5. I don't know, depending on what the mountains do to me in the morning. We're heavy, so probably gonna have a little bit of a slow roll through the mountains. So yeah, probably got a good 4.5, 5 hours left on this bad boy right here. So had to shut her down. Had to shut her down. I wasn't going to go play in the snow. No way, no how. Lone Star Transport's in the house. Thanks for coming in, Lone Star. I like seeing you in here. Lone Star says, I don't chit chat on my CB, but it's always on, so I know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, my GPS updates me on traffic ahead, you know, it gives me warnings and stuff. So it's not as real time as a CB, but anytime I get anything like on my GPS pops up, I turn my CB on as soon as, you know, it pops up. That way I can start hearing the chit chat about it. You know, and then I get in whatever lane is closed, you know, because I'm that asshole. No, I'm just kidding. I get in the closed lane and I run her all the way up to the merge, and then I bulldog some four wheeler into letting me in. Um, and I'm playing about that, you know, like don't shoot me when you see me. DIY Semi says, where you at tonight? We in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. I'm over here. I have no idea the town. Uh, I'm over here at the I'm down from the pickle park. I'm at the choke and puke over here. Let's see here. Blackheart says, I got locked out of my main email. Sorry. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. All this Google's automatically logged in, man. I couldn't tell you the password to some of my, like, I got an old account, man. I got so much stuff on there I couldn't tell. I couldn't get logged into it. I tried to reclaim the freaking Google account, and they was like, "Nah, we don't think it's you." So I pretty much lost all those emails and everything. You know, so I don't know. Should have had that two-step backup turned on. Would have been a wise choice. Paul Harris says Boston is my hometown. Yeah, yeah. You got lobster on the brain. I know, Paul. Up there making them early morning deliveries. My delivery's not an early morning delivery, thank God, because this load has been a beast. Between getting stuck this morning, God, what an idiot! What kind of truck driver gets stuck on a sheet of ice? There was not even snow. Like it was, I wasn't stuck in snow. I was on a sheet of ice, just sitting there spinning my tires. I was like, what a way to start a day. And I overslept by like a half hour. I said, yeah, I'll sleep in a little bit this morning. Yeah, I'm regretting that. Austin Tanner says Daisy Cash, no doubt, no doubt. Everybody likes Daisy Cash. Um, Blackheart said, I'd hate to live on the coast, either one of them. Yeah. I lived in San Diego for a while. I enjoyed I enjoyed the weather, and like I lived kind of in a party area. I lived on Pacific Beach. So, you know, I enjoyed that, but yeah, not anything else. Didn't enjoy my rent price. Didn't enjoy the cost of living. Yeah, didn't enjoy any of that. So, let's see, where am I at? DIY semi with a $10 super chat. There we go. There we go. Uh, DIY. He didn't say it in his super chat there. He's challenging everyone to a super chat challenge. So y'all keep that in mind. He's challenged you. Oh, Trucker Blaze says gonna call Skip Wilson of Wilson tomorrow. Skip Wilson of Wilson tomorrow. Okay. Also gonna get with a rail recruiter. Got my first vlog up. Okay, we'll check it out. Everybody check out Trucking with Blaze. He's got his first vlog up. Did you email me about that? I got a bunch of emails this weekend, man. I've not been on point with returning emails. So yeah, if you did, I will get back to you about that. Ernest in the house. He says, what need first a LLC? Are you talking about like for what? Yeah, give me a little bit more information there than that. BOC 1069. Jeez Louise, you guys took that serious. Blackheart with a $5. Oh, I see who Blackheart is. Blackheart, I see you there with your hell Satan. Me and Blackheart are starting we're starting a cab company, and it's going to be called the Satan Cabs. So when you hail Satan when you need a ride. Mark M with $20. He says, back it down, Bubba. Plenty of protection. Smokey Bear running southbound. He's eyeing parking lot going 90 in the Hammer Lane, northbound to Hotlanta. I'm pulling in short from some motion lotion and a pack of smokes. Lord have mercy. If anybody got any of that, I applaud you. I mean, it looks like to me he's he's got them going too fast. They got to slow down, and yeah, looking for a parking lot going 90. Whew, dang, that's a lot going on. BOC says, let's all do cocaine immediately. Yeah, where you at, BOC? I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I am great at procuring drugs and not getting caught in a U-Haul, so I can handle it. Someone needs Jesus in their life. Yeah, no doubt. Me and Rick are going to start a second cab company called Jesus Cab Company. I'm playing both sides here. I really am. Thank you everybody for the super chats. Thank you DIY for challenging everyone, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. I was joking. Obviously, y'all don't have to do that. Boston's my hometown. Let's see. I'm lost now. Y'all got me all flustered. Trucker Wild is jamming through 80 in PA right now. Bad snow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm west of the snow right now. I'm too much of a girl to get into it. I seen snow and I said, "Oh my God, I gotta shut her down." I seen one snowflake and I was over it. I was done. And thank you for the super chat, BOC and Mark and DIY uh, and Blackheart. All you guys too much. Rick N, you guys are too much. Let me get back to where I was at. Tip your host and hell Satan. That is too much. Well, let me see where I'm at. Okay, BOC says you wanted some CB Lingo cash from Joyride Candy Cane over to CB LOL. If you saw that movie, that movie sounds familiar, but I'm not remembering it exactly. Okay, DIY. We don't joke about super chats. Come on, folks. All right, he's keeping it up. He's keeping it up. Let's see. Let me get back to it. I'm all out of sorts here. Y'all got me flustered. I'm blushing over here. Blushing. Um, let's see. Going to call Skip. Okay, from Rail. Yeah. BOC says Trigger Wild on 80 now, heading to New on 80 East right now, heading to New York City. Yeah, he's a little east of me. I got to be in Jersey. I got to be in Jersey in the morning, so we're gonna get up early and run it in the morning. Hopefully, this crap is over with by then. I love my weather app. My weather app's a total bag of, whatever. Yeah, horrible, horrible. It said nothing for the whole week, and then all of a sudden I get over here and I'm like, what is this? What is going on over here? Because I was looking at Google Maps and traffic was really bad across 80, and I was, like in the Scranton, Williamsport type area. I was mad. I was so mad. But we'll get up and do it tomorrow. I don't have to be over there super early. I got to be in Jersey like 10 o'clock. Not super early. So we got a little time. BOC says hi, friend. Yeah, what's up, BOC? BOC's channel is on fire, guys. Y'all go check out BOC. Digging BOC here lately. He's rocking it over there. 4,800 subs now. Holy crap, BOC. 4,800 subs at BOC. Yeah, BOC killing it. I don't know if you saw my idea the other day, BOC. You need like a truck counter in the corner of your videos. You need a thing that says like truck number 7 or like whatever truck number y'all are up to over there these days. Because I can't keep track of it, man. You're adding on more people than I can keep track of right now. At S125 says the man. Yeah, that's me. Or the man. I don't know who's the man. Axel Foley says, hey. All right. What's up, Axel? Thanks for coming in. Blackheart says, I've got sailboat fuel. Oh, that's a good haul. I mean, heck, as a company driver, heck yeah, I love hauling sailboat fuel. And I got paid to sit on my ass today. I pick up tomorrow in Chicago. It's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. If anybody needs a good job in the Midwest, hit me up. I got some connections. I don't get paid for it, but Blackheart over there has got the connection at a really good reefer company that runs the Midwest. So check it out. If you're at a horrible mega carrier and you would like to improve your situation, hit me up because Blackheart says there, got paid to sit all day, so that's good. They paying you to sit. Chicken Holler in the house. It said, enjoy you and DIY last night. Yeah, that was a good one. I went back and watched part of that today. That was pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, I had a good time. Been on your channel a while, but just subscribed to him last night. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I'm glad to see some some cross examination. I guess I don't know what you call it. Like, I'm glad people from my channel go to his channel because it's like you can learn a lot from both of them. So yeah, check it out. And let's see. I don't know if you guys can drop your own links if y'all want to. Like DIY can drop your link. Like yeah, there you go. Appreciate you, DIY, dropping some links there. I just now seen that. I was actually just getting ready to drop your link, DIY. But yeah, for sure, drop some links there. I appreciate you guys. And I want to see everybody's sub count go up. I do. I want to see some like good channels get big. let's see. I did see Asian Mai was over 60,000 subs now. I'm really impressed with that, man. 60,000 subs is a lot of work. You know, like a lot of work. Um, yeah. At S125 says it's good money up there. Yeah, I get. I don't know. I like bringing these loads in to this area, but getting out's not always the best. Thanks again, DIY, for all your help. Blackheart, thank you for the super chat. Y'all best buds. Yeah, I don't know. I like DIY. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Rich Taco says, "What's up, Cash? Woke up to a leaking brake chamber. Pinched it. Yeah, ain't that a bummer, man? When you wake up to something like that. Um, yeah, sometimes, man, things just happen in the night. Um, woke up stuck like a duck this morning. Pushed in the airlines, got ready to take off. And the bad thing is I spun the tires and it went up to 5 mile an hour, so it put me on the drive line. So yeah, I got to start my day. I had to hurry up at that point. Had to get after it. Kenneth Malcolm says CB still use. Been driving since 1991. Holy smokes, coming up on 20 years. Not as useful nowadays, but has warned me several times of stuff ahead. Have watched trucks crash, and I didn't because CB was on. Yeah, the CB used to be, entertaining and helpful, and then it kind of just, I don't know. Not as many people use them nowadays, so it's not as useful, like you say. And it's a lot of, just, pissing matches and arguing. Thank you again, Mark M. I appreciate $20 super chat. That is quite a CB rant you got there. That's a good one. Back it down, buddy. Oh, man, that's a good one. That's a good one. BOC, thank you again. 1069. Okay. I just saw the amount on that. Nice. Let's do all the cocaine immediately. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Let's get it popping in here. I don't have cocaine. I did take one of your tips, BOC. I heard you talking about this and it gave me an idea one time. You was talking about caffeine pills. Instead of drinking your caffeine, just get caffeine pills. That way you don't have to pee all the time. Man, that is BOC brilliance right there. That's where I got that idea from. BOC, he's the man. Go check him out. Yeah, I got these on eBay for like, I don't know, $12. Way cheaper than soda and buying energy drinks. And I mean, hell, as you can tell, it's 7 o'clock at night and I'm wound tighter than a banjo string over here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go run wind sprints in the parking lot when I get off of here. Maybe. I don't know. I thought I seen Dirty Broke leave a comment. Did I miss his comment? Where am I at? I could have swore I seen Dirty Broke in here a minute ago. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I read it. I don't know. I'm all over the place. Let's see here. I don't know. Let's see here. Where am I at? Let's see. Keeping chains. Wow, I'm way behind. Here we go. Rick N, thank you, sir. 501. Yeah, he evens it up for everybody that leaves the 99-cent ones. Rick brings it up to an even dollar. Axel Foley says, "Sup, BOC? Just found your channel. Yeah, BOC is doing big things over there, man. You can learn some stuff from BOC. Like, get giant quantities of caffeine pills off the internet. Winning. Got tiger blood going over here. Blackheart's, yeah, laughing. Yeah, we're going to start a cab company. I swear to God. Trucker says, Cash, how are you doing? I'm killing it, man. I'm jacked up on caffeine and life. Just got life. You know what I'm saying? Woke up this morning and been enjoying it ever since. Says we had a guy get stuck in the shop parking lot this morning. Had to pull him out with a bulldozer. Got snow down my boots. Oh, that's a rough way to start the day. Snow in the boots. No good. The old lady was taking the kids boot shopping today. Boot shopping. When you live in Minnesota, you got to take the kids boot shopping. it's not cheap living in the Arctic up there, as I like to call it. There's things that you just don't think about. Like, I grew up in Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, you can wear tennis shoes year round, but in Minnesota, you need boots. You need snow pants. You need like coveralls. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really changed my perspective moving up there. I feel like I'm well more prepared for life these days because of living up there. Um, let's see. Yeah, I got stuck on a solid sheet of ice this morning. Felt like the biggest dummy ever. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, first I thought my brakes were stuck on the trailer. I don't set my trailer brakes. Like, my trailer brakes aren't set right now. But I guess I lost enough air overnight that they popped. And yeah. Oh man. Thought my brakes were froze. Got out there with the hammer, was beating on the brakes this morning. Good way to start the day, running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to beat on brakes. And then I realized the brakes weren't stuck. And then I said, oh, I'm just stuck on the ice, and had to go in and get some ice melt, put that down, had to wait for that to melt the ice. Finally got out of there. Use my time wisely though. While I was waiting on that ice melt to melt the ice around the tires, I juiced the tires up with some air. I was about 10 pounds low in one from where I like to run them, so I got them juiced up. But yeah, Mark M says parking lot is slang for car hauler. Yeah, got you. I got most of that, Mark. Let's see, back it down, buddy. Plenty of protection. That usually means you got you a bear watching you. Smoky Bear running southbound. Okay, got you a cop going southbound. He's eyeing the parking lot. Yeah, car hauler going 90 in the hammer lane. Northbound to Atlanta. I'm pulling in short for some motion lotion and a pack of smokes. Yeah. That's a good one, Mark. That is a good one. BOC says Trucker Wild is jamming through 80 in PA right now. Bad snow. Yeah. Yeah, I was coming down pretty good according to the weather app. It looked like it had 80. 80 was not looking very good. I was not looking forward to running 80 in the dark. And I'm about to run out of hours anyway. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go over there and get hung up and, be looking for a parking spot. I mean, it's not all of PA. Like, this is basically, it looks like from like Milton, Lewisburg through Bloomsburg, Hazleton area is pretty rough right there. We're 80 and 81. And then, a little bit over like Mount Pocono. So, like, it's not just blanked out, but there's a lot of orange on that screen right there, and that's the mountains too, right through there. That's like the worst part of the mountains. So, I was like a big girl. I was like, I'm not going into that. I'm parking, and I'll live to tell about it. Well, I'm living to tell about it right now. So, I got my bunk heater on, man. That thing is sweating me right now. I may have turned that off. Dang. Like, what are we doing here? Close that curtain a little bit. Let's see. Where are we at? Where am I at? I keep losing my spot. Okay, DIY semi. Where is Just Trucking U-Haul when you need it? Yeah, yeah, no doubt. That's such a great troll name. Whoever that is like really witty. Let's see here. I mean, honestly, he's probably got my vote for troll account of the year. At S125, I keep chains for that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would have put chains on for that. I mean, I threw a little ice melt down and got out of it, but um, just a pain. You know how stuff like that is. You think you're gonna hop up, and I did my little walk around pre-trip. Light the fires and kick the tires, and Lord have mercy, hopped in the truck, went into the store, did my pre-trip, went into the store, grabbed me grabbed me a breakfast sandwich and a pair of gloves. I got these new gloves. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I like these rubber hand gloves for fueling, because like you can wash them, like if you get diesel on them, they wipe off better than like the leather ones. But boy, they are cold in the winter because they got mesh on the back here. But I found these are insulated. Like I like these. They're insulated, like neoprene gloves, but they got a pretty heavy insulation in them too. Like they're pretty thick. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But yeah, they're pretty heavily insulated. I like them. I think they're going to work for fueling and stuff. Um, I like to use gloves like that, like opening trailer doors and stuff like that. It keeps um, it makes my winter gloves last a little longer. Um, but yeah, gave like $9 for those gloves at Speedway. Check them out, Speedway. They're called uh, Arctic Blast by Boss. Yeah, I recommend those. I recommend those for $9. We'll see how long they hold up. I'll give you a review on them here in a little while. Um, let's see. Ernest says, "Do you need LLC first before you start a trucking company?" I mean, you don't have to have one. I think most people would recommend it. Um, Rick Ian says, "Okay, I'm not into drama, but can someone tell me about the Just Trucking crap?" Uh, I don't know. He's got a channel, but that's all I know about it. I mean, yeah. BOC says Axel Foley, it's where all the cool truck drivers hang out. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, over to BOC's house. That's the party spot. Go over to BOC's. That's the place to be. Let's see. Blackheart says I'm headed to Sioux Falls. Okay, good deal. Once I'm loaded in Chicago Monday morning, Chicago traffic. Now that's evil. Yeah, yeah. Chicago's picking back up. There was a time there during COVID where you could just go through Chicago doing hot laps in the morning, in the evening. It didn't matter what time of day. Chicago traffic was wonderful. It's getting back to being the old Chicago these days, though. You got to start timing it. If you're not going through there at 2 in the morning, you're pretty much screwed. Watch the weather out there too. I think there was some weather coming up from that area up into Minnesota. So, as always, be aware of the weather. Uh, 125 says yes, you need an LLC so you won't lose your personal property in case you get sued. Yeah, I mean, if you're driving the truck, they're going to sue you anyway. So if you cause a bad enough accident, they're going to get everything. Let's see, Sup BOC, you get that reefer trailer going. Yeah, tell us more about that, BOC. We need more videos from BOC. I ain't been getting enough videos. I hate to tell him to do more work. I know he's got a lot going on over there, but yeah, BOC. We need updates on this stuff. You can't show us like shiny new things and then not keep showing us, the shiny new things. Rick N LLC only protects you if you use it properly. The second LLC pays for anything personal. They can breach your wall. Yeah. Blackheart says, Rick, Ian, calm down, man. We bullshit like this all the time. Yeah, I don't think Rick's too upset about it. And I'm more of I'm a Jesus man. I'm more on that end of it than I am the Hell Satan. I think Hell Satan would be great for a cab company. Like I mean, can you see people standing on the corner trying to get a cab? Going, Hell Hell Satan. Like just a funny idea. Maybe like a sketch comedy idea, not a real life idea. But yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. Maybe done in bad taste, but you know, that's most of my jokes in general. 37 in the house. Have I even liked? Yeah, I've liked my own video. Okay, liked my own video. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. Let's see, where was we at? Jeez Louise, I'm so far behind. Okay, there's a bunch of, God, I'm so far behind. Okay, let me get caught up, guys. Let me get caught up here. And then I'll get sidetracked again. I got ADD, whatever. Aaron says, what tax classifications do you want to go with? Yeah, that's part of it. You have to pay to get the hood version of the weather app. Yeah, the good version. Yeah. I'm thinking that's what's going on because mine is like, yeah, mine's so annoying. It's so hit or miss. Um, let's see. Yeah, there's BOC's link. Everybody click on BOC. BOC says DIY. It didn't have a title in hand, and he wouldn't accept my $18,000 offer. Thinking about just paying off the lien holder and taking the trailer. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Hostile takeover. BOC LOL at 6. Good to know. Good to know. Staying at 6 for a bit. Okay. Okay. Somebody mark this time and this date down because I don't know. I got a feeling BOC is he's gonna catch some deals. You know how that growth goes, man. You know how growth goes. You get a few people there, they dig it, they tell a friend, they tell two friends, they tell two friends, you know. You've seen the Wayne's World where you tell two friends, he tells two friends, you know. Mark M says title all equipment on the LLC have a separate email address, business checking. For business related expenses only, pay yourself and then use your own personal debt for food and bills in the house. Yes, that is a very good start to building a moat or a wall. Very true. Very true. All good advice. Get your LLC and make sure you keep her separate. That's good advice. Trucking with Blaze with a $6.60 super chat says, figure I'd join in the super chat train. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. DIY, there's his link. Everybody click on DIY, man. Great channel. Great channel. BOC Enterprises says we actually have a website now. It's trash currently, but bocenterprises.com. Okay, I'll call my Ukrainian buddy and have him hack that real quick. And then we'll hold it for ransom. Y'all see Cardinal Logistics? Cardinal Logistics, the big company, they got hacked by some Ukrainians or some Russians or Koreans or whatever. Yeah, they were giving out their employees' information on the dark web. Ugh. They were giving out their contracts with their customers. It was brutal, man. Brutal. So yeah. Let's see. Torrance the trucker, what's up? Ernest with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Ernest. He says, thanks, guys. Yeah, that's the beauty, Ernest, is a lot of times you'll get better information from the people in here that are smarter than me. So thanks, everybody, again. Yeah, thanks for helping out him. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate all that help. Torrance Truckers says, headed to Minnesota from Connecticut. Nice. That's like the reverse run of what I'm doing right now. Kind of, sort of. 5,000 pounds, 1,046 loaded miles, 2,500 out of the Northeast. Love it. Yes, that's a good rate. That is a good load right there, my friend. Are you reefer or are you is that a box or is that a reefer? And if so, please send me the name of that broker. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's a good one, man, because you're going to Minnesota, and Minnesota is like from like Thanksgiving to about the end of March. Minnesota is a great place to be because nobody wants to go deal with that stupid cold weather, you know? Like, and I get it. It's like you do earn that money. It's not like they just give you extra money for running that area. It is a pain in the ass. You got to make sure you got anti-gel in the tanks. You got to make sure Your brakes ain't froze when you get up in the morning. You gotta, like the other day, my truck was acting weird, and like once it warmed up, it was acting fine. Like I did have on my old Freightliner one day, it was like negative 25 degrees outside, and I think it messed up the computer in the truck, like trying to start it when it was that cold, because I was getting all these weird codes and like things were dim and bright. It was acting stupid, and then it got warm and everything was fine. So it's like things just get too cold. But thank you for that, Ernest. I appreciate that, man. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. Let's see. Let me get back to it. Let me get back to it here. 36 in the house. Thanks for coming in, everybody, hanging out with us. Thank you very much. Let me get back here. Okay, we was just getting to Torrance. There's Dirty Broke 215. Everybody check out Dirty Broke 215's link. DIY's dropped Dirty Broke there. He is a great guy. Let me tell you, I can't say enough good things about Dirty Broke. He had a video earlier I was watching where he was helping a guy get a job over there where he works. And I'm like, how many people would go out on a limb for a guy they really don't know, just to try to help somebody out? That's a rare thing there. Rick N says, but seriously, can someone explain Just Trucking thing? I've got to know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what you're wanting to know there, Rick. I mean, Just Trucking's got a trucking channel. That's about all I know about the guy. The U-Haul thing is somebody was trolling him with an account that was called Just Trucking's U-Haul, and because I guess he got arrested, in a U-Haul one time, I heard. So that was where that came from. DIY Trucking and More, there's BOC's link. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody click on that link there and subscribe. BOC says Cash DIY, and I see things in trucking extremely similar, both solid as solid as F people. There we go. There we go. Appreciate you, BOC. You're the man. I appreciate you. Trucking with Blaze says, here's my shameless plug. No problem. It's no shame in the game, man. I got my face on Daisy Duke. I mean, you can't be shameless around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you can't be shamed, I guess I should say. We're all shameless. You know what I mean? Hell, we're all in it for the same reason. And if we all help each other, we'll all get there sooner. That's the way I look at it. I heard a quote from Al Gore one time. And like most things Al Gore had, he stole this from someone else. I know this does not sound like something he would say, but he did say it. He was repeating it. So I'm going to steal it from Al Gore, who stole it from God knows who. But he said, if you want to go fast, you got to go alone. But if you want to go far, you got to bring everybody with you. And I probably butchered that, but you get the sentiment of it. You get the sentimental value of it. If you want to go fast, you're better off to go it alone. But if you want to go far, you're going to need people to help you. So, there you go. Put that on a bumper sticker. Let's see, where am I at? Everybody click on Trucking with Blaze there. New guy in the industry, show him some support. Going to Wilson Logistics, he's going to give it a go. He's like most of us. He's getting into the industry, by going to a bigger carrier and putting in his time. And nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Mark M says, at Rick N, haul a load of cocaine once a year and you're set. LOL. Joke, but something doesn't seem right with his loads. I think he's making more off of YouTube than with his truck. He has no incentive to drive. Yeah. I mean, if I was making killer money, man, I don't know. Like, I've thought, I would get me a green screen and I would sit at the beach with a green screen behind me that looked like I was in a truck. I don't know. I've thought about this before though. I think if I actually had like big time money from YouTube, I would do more like probably like what Asian Mai does. I'd want to go out and talk to people and like, learn from other people and share information like that. That would probably be my goal with it, is try to inspire people, yeah, that's probably what I would do. Let's see. Blackheart, LOL 66. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Rodney's in the house. What's up, Rodney? Says hi, Cash. What's up? Not much. Chilling in Pennsylvania. Probably should have kept going, but I seen some snow up ahead, so I gave up. And I, like a little girl, I pulled over and hunkered down. I filled the truck tanks up with fuel, and yeah, just called it a day. I said, all right, I'm done. I'm done. Bought some of this beautiful Pennsylvania fuel over here. The TA has fuel for $3.09 over here right now. You can get a gallon of diesel fuel for $3.09, and that gallon of diesel fuel could possibly propel you down the road 7 miles. Let's just ballpark it. Say 7 miles. So what is that like? That's about 30 cents. That's about 30 cents a mile for diesel. Just saying. Just saying. Ernest says, did you ever haul gravel? No, I never did any kind of aggregate or anything like that. There's a great channel on YouTube that he does stuff like that. It's Truck in Mo Biz. It's, just spelled like truck. I spelled it out. I put it in there. I think I got this right. And if I mess it up, don't blame me. But Truck in Mo Biz, like mow your yard, like Truck in Mo Biz. He hauls aggregate like that. So check him out. Great channel. I like that guy. He's up in Minnesota too. Let me see here. BOC, congrats. Yeah, good job, BOC. Taking over the world over there, man. 6 trucks. The guy literally got his authority, not even 2 years ago, and he's up to 6 trucks. Oh, I'm just saying. Somebody call Swift and tell him he's coming for him. And seriously, I do wish you the best, BOC. 125 says lowering and raising the suspension helps when you get stuck on ice. Yeah, we was going crazy with it. I Heart Cryptoverse $51 super chat. What the heck? He says, tell DIY I sent you more than him. Saying thanks to you for all the information. Yeah, no problem, man. Jeez Louise. I keep getting super chats like this. I'm not going to have an incentive to drive either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to sit here and do live shows all day. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. Let's see. Never hauled gravel. Yeah, lowering. That's a good tip for anybody. You get stuck on ice. You can lower and raise your suspension and give that a shot if you've got a dump valve. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it, I don't know. This morning, like, I tried everything. It was just a solid sheet of ice. And it was just enough of an uphill incline to really, really have me stuck there. Lone Star Transport says, if you start adding your super chats to your weekly recap, you'll have mileage rates like Just Trucking. Is that what he's doing? I never thought about that. Maybe he's putting his YouTube money in there with them loads. Possibly. Let's see. Alexandra, what's up? Finally got my normal email unlocked. Sorry, folks. Yeah, no worries. We figured out who you were. You gave it away when you were going around saying hell Satan. I was like, oh, okay, I know who that is. BOC says those 200 milligram caffeine are so good cheap. Yeah, I got the 100 milligrams, and I got to be honest with you. For a speed demon, they're okay, but yeah, they I would probably think about the 200s. You know what I mean? If you're the type of guy that well, I'm not going to get into it, but start with the 100s. You know what I mean? Start with the 100s. If you slam a Red Bull in one drink and you get a little shake, maybe go with the 100s. If you're like me and you pour Red Bull out into a flat container and let it dry, and then you turn it into a powdery dust and you snort it, maybe go the 200s, because I'm just saying, like those 100s, maybe not getting me off the ground like they should. But yes, thanks BOC for giving me that idea. I used to take those yellow jackets a long time ago, and those yellow jackets are fire. I mean, let's don't make no bones about it. You take 4 of those yellow jackets, and you're getting the job done. You're gonna make it happen. But let's see what my Enon Springs water tastes like. I bought this earlier at the Speedway. I'm not sure about it. Normally, I'm not crazy about spring water, but we'll see. It doesn't taste that bad. But yeah, good idea getting back on the caffeine pills there, BOC. Definitely got me off soda. I was drinking about 3 Diet Mountain Dews a day. Now I'm drinking maybe 1. And just doing the caffeine pills. Keeps all those chemicals out of your body. You drink those diet sodas, man, they're full of just garbage. And these are just, the only thing in this is caffeine. Like, there's no B12 or nothing like that. It's caffeine anhydrous, 100 milligrams. Come on. Let's see. I drink the Monster coffee with the extra shots of caffeine. I'm going to give myself a heart attack. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I took one of those caffeine pills with a Monster the other day, and yeah. I mean, I could have built a shed. I could have put a roof on a house. Instead I trucked. I was trucking, but yeah, they make you think you could get some stuff done. Mark M says, careful with those caffeine pills. Check your resting heart rate. You might be developing hypertension. Remember to take aspirin once in a while. Yeah, I got the watch here. It tells me my heart rate at all times. I'm at 75 right now on the heart rate. That's not bad. I'm sitting here all jacked up. 75. I'm good, I think. And I got so many pills up here. I got some blood pressure pills up here somewhere. Where they at? If I start feeling a little heart attackish, I just take one of those. That's diabetes medication. That's a giant thing of Tums. Yeah, I got some blood pressure right here. You know, I got one hand on the wheel, I got one hand on the brake, and I got one hand on these pills that keep me awake. Come on. Let's see here. Yeah, Mark, I mean, if the things I did in the late 90s didn't kill me, hell, I don't think caffeine pills are going to get me. I am getting old, though. Whoo, man, am I getting old. Like, yeah, my birthday's coming up here in a couple weeks, and God almighty, dude, getting old sucks. Austin, Washington says, Happy New Year, Cash. Thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. 2021 will be even better. I'll catch you on the replay. Thank you for coming in, sir. Thanks for letting me know you're here. I appreciate you. Yeah, replays are always awesome. Kenneth Malcolm says regional drivers, CB still useful in certain areas to get to. Okay, I could see that. Rick N says at DIY, well, that's no good. Makes sense why he started his own authority so quickly. Yeah. Some people have to go get their own authority because the company, wouldn't take them on. I've seen that happen before. Alexandra says you don't need snow pants or coveralls. You just need to grow hair on your chest during the summer. Oh, me. Yeah, no, I like a good pair of coveralls. I don't have snow pants, but up in Minnesota, the kids have got to have snow pants to go to school. Like, that's one of the requirements to go to school is like they got to have snow pants, they got to have boots, like waterproof boots, and they got to have like a heavy overcoat. Like, it's on the requirements for school. Like, you got to have crayons, you got to have a pair of those little Fisker scissors, you got to have some magic markers, and you got to have boots, snow pants, and a winter coat. Because, and they had to put that on there because we got a population up there, and like a lot of these people, didn't grow up in Minnesota. They were refugees that were brought over to Minnesota. I find it a little weird. They bring people from like the hottest part of the world and relocate them in Minnesota. It's almost tragic, but they do it. And so they have to, they got to tell them like, hey, when winter rolls around, things are going to be different, like shit's going to get real about January, because the first year I lived in Minnesota, from the middle of January to about the middle of February, we didn't get above zero. We were below zero for literally 3 weeks. And that's when I knew things were real. That's when I knew what I had done. Kenneth says, no local drivers. Yeah, that helps. DIY Semi Trucking and More says, Rick in for more details. Ask BOC. He's got the info. Yeah. BOC. I don't know if he's still got those videos up or not. But yeah, he's got a lot of information on that subject. Let's see. Yeah, BOC. I don't know if BOC's still in here or not. Hell, he's so busy. Yeah, there's no telling. There's no telling. Peaches and Grease in the house. What's up, Peaches and Grease? How you been? Peaches and Grease. Let's see here. Peaches in. If you want to drop your link, you can. Peaches and Grease. I'm trying to find it here, but I'm having a brain fart on how to spell grease. No, I do not mean peach and grease. Peach in grease. There we go. Maybe that'll bring it up. Nope, no results found. What the heck? So yeah, if you want to drop your link, you can. Maybe I'm not punching something in right here. I have trouble finding people's channels a lot of times. Peaches and Grease. Let's put in trucking with it. Peaches and Grease trucking. There we go. There she is. Let's let me find out how to get to the channel. She's probably already got her link in there by now because this is taking me all day. But if not, wow, now I can't get back to my page. What have I done? What have I done? There I am. There I am. Yeah, Peaches in Grease. Good channel. She's been driving a couple years, does like vlog style. Thank you, Trucking with Blaze. Yeah, y'all are way better at that than I am. So yeah. Yeah, check out Peaches and Grease. Go over there and show her some support. Like I said, been driving a couple years. Just started YouTube a little while ago, doing some vlogs. Running out west a lot. It looks like from what I've seen. God Almighty, I'm so far behind. So far behind. Whenever I start to trail off somebody, y'all gonna have to slap me and get me back in, back on subject here. Let's see. Yeah, grow some hair. Local drivers. Yeah. Peaches and Grease says, how long does the ice melt take? I'd be going nuts waiting. It took about 10 minutes to melt that ice. I put some. It wasn't just salt. It was it's got some chemicals in it that melt ice pretty good, but it took about 15 minutes. I figured, hey, while I'm here, I need to juice these tires up a little bit, because it's been, warm. When anytime that, like this time of year when I go south, it's warm, and you come back north and it's super cold. You lose a few PSIs in your tires going from warm to cold, warm to cold. So I like to juice them about once a week. So it gave me time to juice the tires up a little bit. Wasn't the end of the world, but yeah, it takes a minute. Josh Crouch says, all that, God bless, and now this. Yeah, there we go. DIY Semi says, watch his older videos. You will get the whole story. Yeah. BOC says, I don't like getting into it anymore. I may or may not have received a cease and desist letter. All right. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. But yeah. Oh, he says, Rick in, I took them all down. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much the story, I think BOC Googled his name. And I think if you Google the guy's real name, it all comes up if you want to know about it. I'm not a fan of, like, like stirring the pot or anything. So if BOC's out on it, I'm out on it too. You know, let bygones be bygones. I don't care what the guy does, honestly. Let's see. 125 says 80 is good for blowing over trucks and trailers. Yeah, especially 80 out west, man. I hate running 80 out west. I'm not a fan of it in Pennsylvania when it's like this. It's like everything's wet from the snow melting, but this parking lot's going to be a skating ring in the morning. I can already tell. I kind of parked myself on a little bit of a downhill, not like a rookie, and parked myself on a, like a back angle. I parked, slightly forward so I can at least slide out of this parking spot in the morning. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Alexandra says no kidding about blowing over trucks. Yeah, that's the way it happens out there. Rick Ian says BOC. Well, if there's a video, share the link. Yeah, Rick, he took them all down. Rick Ian says, well, I guess it makes sense why people troll him. Yeah. YouTube's just good for that. Verona Moss. Hi, drivers. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here, chatting with everybody. We got 36 in the house. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. 125 says, S125 says, bleach works also. Yeah, get right on top of your tire and pour a little bleach, and it'll run down the treads and go under the tire and melt that. If you got that, if you got some of that, like if you're in a pinch and you got some like really good windshield wiper fluid, that does the same thing. Just pour some of that windshield wiper fluid down the tread and let it run down the front of the tread, and it'll go underneath the tire. Pour a little bit in front of it or whatever you got to do. I've been meaning to buy ice melt. The only thing that kills me is I bought it at a stupid truck stop, and I paid like, for what I could have got at Menards or Home Depot or, the grocery store. I could have got that for $5, and I paid $9 for it. So yeah, I was a little ticked at myself for not being better prepared. Let's see. Alexandra, hi, Verona. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. S125, if the bleach don't work, I'll put down the chains. Yeah, you kind of like, same thing. I was elevating it this morning. First thing I did was I tried to spin the tires for, a couple, like a minute or two, just to see, how thick the ice was. Because sometimes you spin the tires a little bit, and you'll just bust the ice up and you'll be good to go. But then I thought, well, maybe my trailer brakes are stuck. So I got out there and beat on that. And I had one trailer brake that I thought was maybe stuck, but the others were clearly not stuck. So, yeah. Let's see. Rodney Crouches, we have matching gloves. Yeah, I like those gloves, man. I think they're going to be good for winter. Good fueling gloves for winter. Rick Ian says, those look like good motorcycle gloves. Yeah, they're insulated and they got the rubber palms. That's my big thing. I like those rubber palms because your hands don't get wet. You know what I mean? And that slushy snow, like, when you drive a truck in this slush, man, that's on everything. It's on your glad hands. It's on your, your locks, on your door. It's on everything. So, if you get your gloves wet, then, you got to wait for them to dry out. But those rubber palms, they don't do like that. Alexandra says, I use a salt sand mixture, old northern trick. Yeah. Yeah, a bag of sand's good to keep on the truck. Just a regular bag of sand. That'll get you out of the powdery snow if you need it. You can. I keep a snow shovel on here too. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, you'd be amazed. Like a 2-inch mound of snow can get you stuck sometimes. So I like to keep a yeah, I like to keep a shovel. Peaches and Grease says those are thin as hell for up north fueling. Yeah, those are insulated. Those like I've got an old pair here. Like these are the old ones. These are just normal, old rubber palm gloves. But I found these insulated ones. I'm digging these insulated ones. Like they're nice and heavy. So I don't know if you can see those or not. But yeah, they're like double knitted or something. Say they got like a knitting in them, but they're pretty heavy. I don't know. They're hard to stretch, that's for sure. But yeah, I dig those. I dig those. Let's see. Oh man, I gotta get caught up here. All right, let's see here. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? I was on a peaches and grease comment. Dang, am I that far behind for real, guys? Am I that far behind? Okay, Salt and Sand, yeah. DIY Semi says truck diabetes. Yeah, I ain't been putting no content up over there. I got another channel over there, but I don't know. I'm lazy, and it's hard to get that second channel rolling when you're putting all your effort into your first channel. I do think the truck diabetes is an important channel. I thought about doing that content over here and just starting like a series on this channel. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about that. 125 says, nah, you have to set it up as a corporation, and they can't. Well, I mean, they can sue you personally if you're the one driving the truck. You know, they can sue you personally. S125, it's never what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah. Alexandra says, under 10 degrees Fahrenheit, I idle the truck. Negative 25 is too damn cold to cold crank a truck. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing a load. It's what happened is the truck was sitting at the yard, and I wasn't planning on doing a load. And then they called me, and they were like, hey, we got a load that's, you know, going to Kansas City, and it's paying at nobody wanted to work that day. It's negative 25 degrees out. Nobody wanted to work. And they called me on a load of Coca-Cola that was paying like, you know, this ain't like rates like we got now, but I was probably getting like, I don't know, $3.50, $4 a mile to go to Kansas City. And you know, it's like 500 miles, you know what I mean? They were paying like, you know, close to $2,000 for a day's work. So I said, hell yeah, I'll do that. Let me come, you know. So I went down to the yard and I cranked the truck, and oh, it was not happy. It was not happy. But you know, yeah, 25 is too. It's rough on a cold crank. I agree with you. About 0 degrees is where I idle. Depending on, like the other night, it was like 5 degrees out, but it was super windy, like 30-mile-an-hour winds. I just left the truck running. I was like, I'm not going to take the risk of the bunk heater going out, because if it gets super windy, that little exhaust that comes out the back for the bunk heater, if you get wind going up into that exhaust, it'll stall out your bunk heater. So I didn't want to take the chance of my bunk heater going out at, you know, 5 degrees with a 30-mile-an-hour wind. You know, trying not to freeze to death. So I just left the truck running. Sometimes you're better off just to leave her running. Gus says, when Rick N starts his courier service, I'm applying over there. There you go. Rick N, Alexandra, where the heck are you that it's negative 25? That's too cold. Yeah. Yeah, we have days in Minnesota where negative 25 ain't nothing but a thing. I had to build a set of doubles one night, and it was like the wind chill was negative 60. And I had to build a set of doubles. That's when I worked at UPS. So yeah, ridiculous. Gus, apply at BOC. Yeah, there you go. BOC's it's up to 6 trucks now, man. That's crazy. Alexandra says, at Rick, I've worked when it's negative 50 wind chill as cold as negative 70. That's the upper Midwest and lower Canada for you on the occasion. Yeah. Yeah, you get up into some of those, you know, Minnesota does that sometimes in the winter, man. You'll get a day that's just like, you know, I think the coldest day, normally I take a screenshot of, like, you know, when it gets stupid like that, because most of my family still lives in Tennessee. So I like to send them screenshots of when it's like, you know, negative 40 outside with a, you know, negative 60 wind chill or whatever. So yeah, you get those days. G Friday, what's up, G Friday? Thanks for coming in. Says you can keep all that money in Minnesota. Yeah, you know, like they're paying you for it, man. But you're earning it. You know, it's not a gimme up there for sure. Philip Trucker says we talk about the new guys putting it in their time like they are going to prison for a year. That is so true. That is so true. Like, I mean, it kind of feels like a prison, man. That first year can be rough if you don't play your cards right. My first year was not. My first year wasn't too bad, but I think it was just because, I was like, I was too naive to realize how bad I was getting treated. It's kind of like why the army and the military wants guys that are like 18 years old. It's because they don't want them to realize like how bad the situation is they're in. Um, and that's not disrespecting the military. Obviously, I wouldn't disrespect the military. I'm just saying like you don't want a guy that's like 35 and has got a little soft. You know what I mean? You want kids that are full of piss and vinegar. Kind of the way trucking is. You come into trucking. Like in my truck driving school, the like middle-aged guys with a family that had had good union jobs, like welders and middle management guys, they were the first to quit. They were like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? This place sucks. And I was just so dumb, and I'd had nothing but hard jobs my whole life, like, working on a dairy farm. My grandfather was a logger. I used to spend a lot of time logging. I mean, just tough ass hard work. And I got to truck driving school, and I was like, we can sit in an air conditioned truck all day. What? I'm in on this. This seems pretty cool. So yeah, sometimes we do think about the guys coming in like that. That's a funny thing. I never thought about that, but yeah, he's got to do that 1 year. You got to sit down for 1 year. Alexander says Iowa is just as bad during winter. Brutal cold, snow, and ice. Yeah, Iowa's like in a snow belt there, man. Like when you get to like that, like Owatonna, like about halfway from Minneapolis to the Iowa line, from like Owatonna down to like the bottom of Iowa is like man, that snow when it comes through there, you better watch what you're doing because it can be like 3 foot of snow in a day. I don't know what it is about that little region right there. I don't know if it's because there's no trees to like slow the wind. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's a brutal area right there. DIY Semi says, Cash, I hope you filled on the mud flap. I did fill on the mud flap, sir. I bought 68 gallons over there. And so, yeah, should seen that coming through. I had $1.74 in credits. So, yeah, should have got you a few pennies there. Philip Trucker, basically how it is. Yeah, it is. Let's see. 125 says you're in Texas. Raider Express is a really good company. They pay about $80,000 a year for single company drivers. Boy, I just couldn't do that 60 mile an hour over there at Raider. I mean, I like going slow because I'm saving my money, but as a company driver, I just couldn't see it. I just couldn't see it. And Market Trucking Answers broke their pay down one time, and you would have to drive a lot to make 80,000 over there. From what I've seen. Let's see. Gus says just started watching BOC. Yeah, BOC's the man. Thank you again, iHeart. You're the best. You really are. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thanks for giving me more than you gave DIY, by the way. I can rub that in now. 38 in the house. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. Captain Flatbed's in here. What's up, Captain Flatbed? Thanks for coming in. Trucking with Blaze says, wow, I heart crypto. Yeah, I heart crypto. I don't know. It does, speaking of crypto, is Bitcoin ever going to go down? My boy K Save told me about Bitcoin. He didn't tell me to buy it. He just told me about it. Back, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months ago. I threw some money at it. I put some money in Bitcoin. It's up 3 times the amount I put in right now. I don't know. I told myself I was not going to touch it. I said I'm going to leave it there, and if it goes skyrocket high, my kids will be millionaires. And if it goes to nothing, so be it. But God, I'm up 3 times right now. 3 times the money. It's taken everything I got to not take that money out. I mean, let's be honest about it. It's taking everything I got. DIY says, well done. I heart cryptoverse. Yeah, no doubt. Rick Ian says, yeah, I get why people avoid up that way because it's too cold. Yeah, I mean, it is a pain in the butt. You know, everything's tougher. That's, you know, everything is just tougher. Like, I was at the yard the other day, you know, just walking around the yard. I had to go turn in some paperwork. I had to get my trailer washed out. You know, it's like 15 degrees in the middle of the day. It's just like I was out there for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. My nose is cold. I had to go back and get my gloves because my hands got cold. You know, I was scraping the snow off my car. You know, I couldn't even hop in the car and leave. It took me 20 minutes to get the car warm and get the snow off the car. Like, it can be a pain. It can be a, but I mean, I don't know. I love it up there. I really do. Wouldn't be there if I didn't love it for sure. I Heart Cryptoverse is DIY trucking and more. Welcome. I just wanted to thank you guys for all you do to help us newbies out. Appreciate it very much. Yeah. Thank you to DIY for that great live last night. If you guys didn't see that, go back and check that out on a replay. I was on there, and that's not why I'm saying it was great. I thought it turned out really well. Trucking with Blaze says, snort bull gives you wings. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like how they get salt out of the ocean. You know, they bring in the water and they let it, you know, like evaporate or whatever, and then they take the salt, and that's how I do Red Bull. I let it evaporate, then you know, I chalk it up and snort it. G Friday says yellow jackets and black beauties, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, used to take those. Mountain Dew used to have a drink. It was Mountain Dew MDX. I don't know what was in that, boy, but it was good stuff. And yeah, you take your yellow jacket and drink a Mountain Dew MDX, and you'd be roundhouse kicking shit, and I mean you just be all over the place. Alexander says, Rick, in I have a Canadian LU. I'm not sure what that is. I heard Cryptoverse. Hey Blaze, yeah. Alexandra, license plate. Okay, a license plate in the window of the truck. There you go. Yeah, it's just too damn cold. That's for sure. S125. Nah, he bids on loads when brokers are distressed. If you do that, you make top dollar. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's what he says. Oh man. You know, and when you're making more money on YouTube than you are trucking, you know, like who cares like what you haul? You know, you just get on here and, you know, say any old thing. Camp Flatbed says big changes coming very soon. Good to hear. Hopefully for the positive. Let's see. Juan says I take B12 vitamins, gummies. Man, what a rush. Okay. I've seen those. I've seen those. I've thought about those. Philip Trucker says, Alexandra, yeah, I know I did. It should have known about the state paying for a career change. Yeah, yeah, that would have been helpful. Philip Trucker, I paid my own trucking school loan a few years back. Yeah, some people get that. I wasn't smart enough to do that. I could have got mine paid for like a dummy. I waited till I was like, you know, back to work, and then I decided to do it. Rick says that Gus, I just started watching BOC's videos. Last 4th of July was one of the best numbers videos I've seen. There wasn't one thing that made in the accounting that made me cringe. Yeah, BOC's got his accounting down over there. That's one thing. It makes it very easy to understand the way he lays everything out. Alexander says, Rick in, just grow some body hair and put on a little weight. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a little body weight goes a long way up there. Mark Young says, I got a small handheld CB and I keep it on but on mute. When I notice the activity light going crazy, I turn it up. That's a good idea. You know, I never thought about that. Just leave it on, like, you know, mine doesn't have a mute. You know, I just turn it on but leave the volume all the way down. And when you see the, you know, okay, I got you. Good idea. I like that. Alexandra, 6'5", large and in charge, aka Fluffy. Yeah, you do just fine, Rick. I think you do just fine. You know, your core would stay warm. See that I got like a vest I wear year round. You know, I carry all my body weight on my core, so I stay nice and warm, boy. But my fingertips and my nose and ears, they get cold as hell. Jamie, what's up? Says, hi, Cash, new subscriber. Thank you. Listened to you last night. Thank you. Happy New Year. Yeah, you too. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. We're going to kill it in 2021. You know, it's how we're going to do it. I Heart Cryptoverse says, are you happy working? Are you happy at Raider? Okay. Alexandra says, then there's no hope for you. I'm comfortable at 15 wearing just a tank and shorts. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of cold. I'm kind of like that, you know, like I can wear shorts. I don't know, usually around like 40 or 50 degrees, I start rethinking the shorts. But yeah, I like it a little cool myself. Let's see. Alexandra, welcome, Jamie. Yeah, thanks for coming in. There's Peaches and Grease's link, guys. Click on that. Rick Ian says, I'm originally from California and Arizona. Yeah, it's a little different out there. In California, like at 65 degrees, I put a hoodie on. You know, but in Minnesota, you get acclimated, you know, and like now I'm like, you know, it could be 5 degrees outside and I might put a hoodie on. Let's see, what a name there. Can you explain 1099 as a company driver taxes and estimate tax money you would pay? Yeah, I mean, it just depends on, like, I'm not a fan of 1099. I need about $1 a mile to be a 1099 company driver. Because technically, I don't think there is such thing as a 1099 company driver. I think you're considered a subcontractor when you're on 1099. So you know, I need about $1 a mile to be a subcontractor like that, and because I'm going to have to pay taxes. You know, I'm going to have to pay like, you know, 7.65% in you know, uh, your self-employment taxes, like half your Medicare and Social Security. So right off the bat, you're paying 7.65% more. You know, um, I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, like, if a company's going to pay you 1099, like, they should pay you like $1 a mile. Just a thought. Let's see. There's my Twitter. Thank you, DIY, for dropping the Twitter. Hashtag facts. Hashtag real talk. For sure. Yeah, I don't like this spring water. Oh, I got a bad back. Oh, I got a bad taste out of it right then. Oh, this was the only thing they had was this Enon Springs. How do I get this turned around here? Enon Springs. They must have sent this out of the. Hey, thanks for following me, Blazer, on Twitter. Got some Twitter followers happening there. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. But yeah, not digging this water. Not digging this water. Let's see, where was we at? Gus says, Rick N, I hear you. I do my own accounting, so when I get my taxes done, I make my tax professional cringe, but they just work with me. They just whack me with charges to get her done. Yeah, sometimes that's how it works. Rick N says the easiest way to handle estimated payments, your first head would be to have the same amount payments as last year's liability, but make sure you save 20 to 25% for state and federals. Yeah. Not head, but year. Okay. So yeah, he's saying save 20 to 25% for taxes. Yeah, at least 20 to 25, depending on, you know, what you got to write off and stuff like that, you know. Depending on what state you live in too. Alexandra says, I fuel with no gloves, even most of the time in the winter. Winter's no biggie. I like the cold. Yeah, getting diesel on my hands is where I don't like it. That's why I fuel with gloves on, because people get diesel all over these fuel pumps, and yeah, I don't want that on my hands. Don't like the smell of diesel, like, when it's like that. Not a fan of it. Paul Harris says, I'm back. Had to watch the replay of church. There you go. Always learning. What's up, Always Learning? Says, thanks, Cash, for sharing vids and content. No problem. I enjoy hanging out with everybody. Gus says, you said Rick in. You said it, Rick in. Yeah. Paul Harris, on I-91, this guy was stopped on the side of the road at pile of salt dumped from the sand truck. This guy was stopped on the side of the road at a pile of sand dumped by the sand truck. Was he scooping it up, taking it with him? I could see that. I could see that. I looked around. I was looking for some sort of garbage can or something where like the store stored some salt. Because I'm like, I'm in your parking lot and you've done a horrible job at, getting the ice off your lot. So I wasn't going to buy a bag. I was just going to, borrow a scoop or two of theirs to get myself out, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know if they just got somebody that comes by and does that or what, but you would think the store would have some salt or sand or something there, to put out on the, like, the front sidewalk so people didn't bust their face. Check out flamethrowers on Amazon. Yeah, I heard the local Minneapolis radio station was talking about that the other day. A guy had he was clearing his driveway with a flamethrower. Rick Ian says, the hardest part of doing taxes is the customer. Oh, I would believe that. I could believe that. Trevor says, I see you're on the water so you can wiggle in those dukes. Yeah. Yeah, got to stay hydrated. Got to keep my skin soft if I'm going to wear those Daisy Dukes. Mark M says, Paul Harris, I have the live stream of my church service saved for the road. Helps a lot when rates are low. Stay humble. Yeah, there you go. Paul Harris says, I deal with all the snow south of I-20. Well, that's probably a good amount of snow to not have to deal with. 125 says the rubber gloves are bad for drop and hook trailers because they stick to the handle. Yeah. The trailer I have now, the metal sleeve that goes over the handle that makes it where when you roll it, the sleeve is gone I don't know how you get that off, but somebody managed to get it off, and so now it's like, yeah, it's tough to do with the rubber gloves. Like, they'll pull your rubber gloves off as you go to twist it. They'll start coming off. Alexandra says, LOL, shovels, use a flamethrower to clear the drive. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Paul Harris says they sue everyone involved in the accident. More pockets to pick. Yeah. If you're involved in a bad accident, they're coming after everything and everybody. Rodney says, have you considered buying land? I found 40 acres in Arizona for $25,000. Yeah. I mean, I've owned things like that before. I've owned property and stuff before. I've been talking about it. I'm kind of thinking about moving out of the Minneapolis area. I grew up in the country. I don't like being where my neighbor lives. 15 feet away. When I get drunk and pass out in the front yard, I don't want to be judged. We'll see. I heart cryptos versus right, Alexander. Shovels are for amateurs. Yeah. Shovels are for big dummies. Get you a flamethrower. Trucking with Blaze says, I'm from Texas. I watch winter on TV. Yeah, no doubt. North Arizona. Okay. At Rodney, there's a reason it's so cheap. Yeah, typically if land is cheap, there's, it's probably got a lack of something, utilities or something like that. S125 said, would you believe I got $3,000 for a load from Dallas to Houston, but because I charged them a storage fee, original load was $1,000. Okay, there you go. Yeah, nice. That's pretty good. Alexandra says, I grew up in North Dakota and I've got family up there still. There you go. That's probably why the cold doesn't bother you that much, because it's cold as hell up there like 9 months out of the year. I go up 35 to Minnesota sometimes, but it has to be a 10,000 or over week. Okay. Paul Harris says, get them dumb and young for the predators of trucking. Yeah. Yeah. So they don't know how bad they're getting it. That's how it works. Let's see. S125 says, yeah, 15,000 a week sounds like a dream when you don't have to go to college. Yeah. Yeah. College is, I don't know. College is kind of a letdown, I think. Yeah, 15,000 a week. LO 1500. Yeah, there you go. I didn't even catch that. But yeah. Trucking with Blaze says, give me my orange jumpsuit. I'm ready to start my 1 year and get it over with. There you go. There you go. Let's see. S125 says, no, I did 80K at Raider Express with the money in the bonuses. Okay, so the money's in the bonuses over there. Yeah, because I was wondering about that, because I remember he broke down the pay and it was like you'd have had to done like a crazy amount of miles. But yeah, if they got bonuses, that's where it's at. Some places are like that. The money's in the bonus. Let's see what's going on over here. Sorry, I got my phone going off, seeing what's going on. Let's see. Always Learning says in Maine we get some snow, some cold, some snow, ice, or mud, depends on the day. Yeah. As that goes up there, Mark M says, I would hold off on buying Bitcoin. If you have any invested, sell it right now. Wait for it to drop to 15 to 20 in a few months and then buy it back, more coins. Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Everybody was telling me when it was at like 20,000, they were like, sell it now and then buy it back when it goes down. And then it has done nothing but go straight up ever since. So I'm going to stick to my original strategy and I'm just going to hang on to it. And like I said, I'm going to ride the ride. I don't even check it. It's not like I'm watching it every day. It's not a significant amount of money. It's not like if I lose it all, I'm going to be destitute, like my kids ain't missing a meal if I lose that money. But, if it continues to go ballistic and, you never know. You never know. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, I think it's going up. I think it's going down, because I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's see. Traylon Blaze says S125. I may go check them out after my slave year. I wish I had the funds to put myself through CDL school. I was at Raider for S125. So I was at Raider for 2 years and did about 77 the first and 80 the second. That's pretty good money for your first year, I gotta say. The bald guy. What's up, the bald guy? I said, heading to Creek Carriers Orientation. I'm thinking of doing their owner-operator program. They would finance the truck to me and pay around $1 a mile plus fuel surcharge and pay all miles, tolls, thoughts. That's a low rate, $1 a mile. And I'm not a fan of financing through your company, because if you and your company have a falling out, you lose all your equity. Or if your trucking company goes out of business, that's one thing. Like a lot of people thought, well, Arrow would never go out of business. Arrow did that. They had a bunch of lease drivers, and they went out of business, and those guys lost everything. So yeah, I'm not a fan of buying a truck through a company, and $1 a mile is low. I think you do better off just buying a truck yourself and doing something with it that way. 18 wheeler says, Cash, can you get a plug-in oil heater? They help when your truck sits. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could. I don't know. I'd need a lot of extension cord to run a cord from the shop out to the truck. So, I mean, it's really not that big a deal. I don't do it a whole lot. S125 says, I lived in the truck the whole 2 years and bought my truck and trailer cash and got my authority. They fired me, LOL, because I had a shitload of vacation and that I used when I left. Hey, I mean, hey, I don't understand companies like that. It's like the guy earned his vacation. Give him his damn vacation. Even if he quits, I would still pay the vacation. Like I don't know. It's just it, to me, a lot of these big carriers, they just can't do the right thing. It just kills them to do the right thing. Like Western Express. You know, Western Express plays so many games with their paperwork. Like it took me a solid 2 months to get my last pay statement. Like they took the money. I was like, okay, you took my last paycheck. You took my maintenance fund, which was nothing. I mean, I was only there for like, not even 3 weeks. So yeah, I was just like, just give me the pay statement. That's all I want. Just the last pay. Oh my God, dude. I bet I had to send 100 emails. I had to threaten to get a lawyer. And then all of a sudden, oh, there it is, then magically, like these big companies, man, they like it's going to kill them to do the right thing. Yeah. DIY Semi says, the bald guy, where do you live? How much experience? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've heard good things about Crete, but I got to be honest with you. If Crete's paying like 55 to 60 cents a mile, um, I don't know. Like, I think you can make more money just being a company driver. By the time you pay taxes and benefits, $1 a mile is just, oh, that's slim pickings, man. Um, 18 wheeler, what's up? 18 wheeler says, Cash, can you get a plug? Heater helps. Oh, okay, just read that one. Just read that one. Sorry about that. Everybody got to hear that one again. S125 says, drink Niagara. Drink Niagara. They pay me good. I don't mind Niagara water. Cisco Foods. We used to pump a lot of Niagara water out of Cisco Foods. I'm not even mad at that. I like Niagara water. I wanted to get Aquafina. I like Aquafina, but they were out of it. So I may run into the store here where I'm at and see what they got here in a minute. The problem is I park on the back side of the lot, and man, it's going to be a long way to carry some water. But I guess I need a little workout, right? Get the heart rate pumping. Mr. Chapstick 2010, what a name. What a name. Where are you at tonight, Cash? I'm over here in Pennsylvania. I seen a little snow on the radar and I shut her down. DIY says, I got my nightgown on. I got my pretty red panties on and I'm ready for bed. Night, Cash. Thanks for sharing way too much information there, DIY. Thanks. Yeah. Now we're all going to have nightmares. Thanks, DIY. We appreciate you coming in, doing what you do over here, DIY. I do appreciate it. Mr. Chapstick 2010 says, come across one of your LTL videos today. Watch your 1 month video. You got more. I'm interested on your experience. Yeah, I did LTL for a little while. I did some LTL line haul. Um, I was having a miserable time with my last truck, and it really discouraged the heck out of me because, dude, I was making good money, but I was just pumping it all right back into that truck. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna go do some LTL line haul for a little while. It just wasn't for me. No hate on the LTL game. There's good money there. It's just not for me. It just wasn't for me. Um, Mark M, yeah, night everybody. Captain Flatbed said holding my Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm not good at timing the market. Like I said, I bought that Bitcoin for like 10 to 20 years down the road. So I'm not really worried about what it's doing right now. But when you buy something and it goes up 100% every month, after 2 months, you start thinking, hey, I'm up 200%, man. Like you don't get a win like that very often in investing. I'm a slow go investor, like I put my same amount in every week to the same situation, like clockwork. And boy, to jump out on a limb and buy a little Bitcoin and it do what it did, yeah, I'm like, but I'm with you. I bought mine for like 20 years down the road, when my kids are like, you know, older and, that's why I bought what I bought. So who knows? Um, let's see where we at. Where we at? Elazar says, "Who is that behind you?" Nobody behind me. Maybe my shadow. Um, Got my world famous Huggies box right there. But yeah, no, I'm the only one in here. I'm the only one in here. Let's see. Uh, I keep looking back there though because I'm parked. There's a hill behind me, and there's snow on it. So like the white catches my eye whenever I look in my mirror. I'm not used to seeing like a wall of white, so it kind of looks weird. I have to double take it, because I'm used to just seeing other trucks or whatever. So I backed up to the side of this hill over here. Let's see. Joe, MUDFLAP is going to be breaking news in a couple of years once Big Brother find out the big scam that owners can do with that app. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think MUDFLAP is in its infancy right now. I think the more people we can get on there, the better. We need to have that purchasing power. Hey, what's up? South Georgia Hot Shot in the house. One of my favorite YouTube channels. If you guys do not know South Georgia Hot Shot, check it out. Check him out. He is close to 20,000 subscribers, by the way, too. So everybody go over there and subscribe to South Georgia Hot Shot and check him out. He does hot shot work all over the country, and he's got his own authority. So talks a lot about flatbed rates, things like that. Everybody check him out. I've been watching his channel for a long time, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. I agree with a lot of stuff he says over there about rates and brokers, and yeah, I enjoy it. Let's see, where was I at? Breaking news on MUDFLAP. MUDFLAP's going to be big in a few years, I think. It's one of those things that um, it don't always beat my other fuel card, and I like to get, sometimes I don't know, I like to get fuel at like Love's because I like taking showers at Love's. But at the end of the day, sometimes when I do these big fill ups on MUDFLAP, I can save I saved $60 on one fill up the other day. When you save $60 on one fill up, it's like, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. So you get a few of those in a month, and you really start to add up. Let's see, where was we at? Trailing Blaze, drag the water on the ice with a rope. Drag the water on the ice with a rope. Okay. We talking about unthawing the getting me unstuck. Is that what you were talking about? Alexandra says, yeah, DIY killing me. Yeah, DIY, we did not need to know what you're wearing to bed, but we appreciate you. Mark M says, Joe, it only equates to a few thousand a year per truck. It's a drop in the bucket. They got most of the tax they can squeeze out of us. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they can really do with it. Let's see. Joe says, I know, and we deserve every penny. Yeah. S125 says, I'm buying equipment from Swift. I bought a truck. They wanted 55,000. I paid 45,000. And a trailer, they wanted 20, and I paid 12. Swift has been treating me good. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know you could get deals like that over there at Swifty. Let's see. S1 South Georgia Hot Shot. He said he's in here, guys. Check him out. I dropped a link there. South Georgia Hot Shot. Great channel. I got to say, as far as trucking channels goes, probably some of the best edited videos on YouTube. Like, I don't know who's doing the editing over there, but they're damn good because the video has a flow to it. That's hard to get in a video. Let's see. S125 says, but I got this guy out of Cali named Phil. He's been selling me stuff for cheap, but I pay cash. Yeah, I mean, I would say they appreciate that. Like a big company like Swift, man, they just want to move that stuff. like they got it on a schedule and they don't want it to sit on a lot, you know, like the quicker they can get it, the quicker they can remove their liability. Let's see here. Yeah, South Georgia Hot Shot. Check them out for sure. Alexandra says, I'm going to climb my fat ass into the bunk and bed and snore for a few hours. There you go. Don't wake your neighbor up. Let's see. G Adam says, you've got the best thumbnail in the game. Keep doing the weekly recaps too. Thanks for all the info. Yeah, no problem, man. I don't know who gave me that idea to do the Dukes of Hazzard thumbnail, but you know, as anytime if you've got a great idea for a thumbnail, just, you know, email me or you can put it in the chat here. I write most of them down. I go back and write them down, and you know, um, I've got some pretty good ideas on deck. You know, I've got some pretty good ones. If I could learn how to use this phone here. Shawshank Redemption. I can't wait to do that one. That's a good one. The Incredible Hulk, Baywatch is going to be a good one. Chuck Norris. Someone just says Chuck Norris. Hang on a second. Let me put that down. That's a definite. I'm a huge Walker Texas Ranger fan. I will roundhouse kick a thumbnail all the way to damn Alabama from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you look behind you, there's always a Ranger, which I find creepy as hell. Y'all ever listen to that theme song for Walker Texas Ranger? If you look behind you, that's where the Ranger's going to be. And I'm like, damn, you creepy bastard, get off me. But hey, you know, you wouldn't tell Chuck Norris that. He'd punch your face so hard you're freaking, you know what I mean? You'd grow a beard. He'd hit you so hard you'd grow a beard. Let's see. Where was I at? Rodney Crouch, I'm out. Thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Yeah, everybody hit that like button for me. I think I'm losing my voice. I think I'm about to wrap this up, to be honest with you. Alexandra says, peace. Thank you for coming in, Alexandra. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate everybody with the super chats. You guys are too generous. Too generous. I got big plans coming for the super chat. I ain't sure what I'm going to do with all that yet, but I got big plans for it. Like I've been saying, I think I'm going to donate it to charity. You know, this really hot stripper that's working down at the new club down from my house. I think about giving it to her, but I ain't made up my mind yet. Let's see. S125 says, loves are good, man. I do factor in through them. They gave me fuel card for 15 cents off cash price. Nice. Yep, that's a good way to be. Good way to be. Trucking with Blaze says Chuck Norris thumbnail. Yeah, that's going to happen. That may be the next one, actually. Joe says, do you have your numbers, what you made in 2020? I made up my bad months these last few months with the good rates. Yeah, same here. I don't know. And I really didn't, I mean, I really didn't struggle too much during COVID. Like April, May, and June, like we got some customers here that move freight no matter what. You know, it's meat production. And, you know, with the stores being, they didn't shut the plants down, thankfully. And the stores were so behind on needing meat that we were pumping it, you know, like, so I actually ran pretty hard during COVID, you know, like, I did the same round trip from Minnesota to North Carolina back to Minnesota 4 times in the month of April. Like, it's a 7-day run down and back. And I didn't go home. I just kept running that same run because I was like, I don't want to get off that run because, you know, you don't know what's going to happen with COVID, you know? So I just kept doing that run and doing that run and doing, you know? So, I mean, I turned a decent amount of money because of our connections, you know, during COVID. So I really didn't struggle during COVID. And then, you know, the last, you know, let's say August, September, October, November, December, I mean, like record months, like back to back to back to back to back to back record months. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a good year. I don't think I've got my numbers finalized out yet, but yeah, it's going to be a good one, or it has been a good one. Let's see, where was we at? Alexandra says, overlay your face on Peyton Manning. Oh, Peyton. I'll try that. Yeah, I need to do some football players. Let me put Peyton Manning / football players in here because I may come back to Peyton Manning. I grew up in Tennessee in the Peyton Manning era. The Peyton Manning. Okay, I got Peyton Manning in there. We'll see how it shakes out. I don't know. I prefer Eli Manning over Peyton Manning. Let's see. Joe says Chuck Norris doesn't get COVID. COVID gets Chuck Norris. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Captain Flatbed in here. Captain Flatbed says, safe travels. God bless. Keep the tires pointed down. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Mark M says, no offense to MUDFLAP. They're great for small truck stops. If you fuel at Loves and Petro, sign up with TVC Pro Driver for their fuel card and tires. It makes a difference. TVC Pro Drivers got fuel? I did not know this. I did not know this. Thank you, Mark. I'm going to have to look into that. I got TVC Pro Driver. I'm going to have to see what their fuel discounts are now. Man, there's so many fuel cards out there. I seen one, the Speedway was advertising one earlier. It was called the 19 fuel card. I don't know. Yeah, I like, you know, being in the Midwest, I like MUDFLAP because you got Casey's General Stores. I love Casey's. What's the other one? Road Ranger. There's a lot of Road Rangers out there. So, you know, you get some pretty good discounts. Trucking with Blaze says, have a good night, Cash. Thank you. Nah, S125 says, nah, COVID was good. You just had to be selective with the loads. I was running like every other day. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Trucking with Blaze says, and no, I mean, like with the connections we got here, I didn't even notice much of a dip during COVID. You know, because in C125, you're missing a point that like, yes, having your authority, I don't, and you don't even understand what I get out of that 125, or that you don't even understand what I get out of that 20%. So like, if you don't like it, you don't have to be here 125. Okay. I'm not going to say it again. I said it to you earlier. If you don't like the fact that I'm at an 80-20 split carrier, go somewhere else. I don't need everybody here to watch my channel. You know, I don't. So if you don't like it 125, bounce. Okay. I'm happy where I'm at. You don't know what I get from my carrier. When you're a one man, one truck, there's a lot of freight you don't get to haul that I do get to haul that pays very good. So just keep that in mind. You know, so keep up with it. Do a year in review recap. Yeah, I might do that. You probably did about 250, but once you see that 20 you gave away, it's going to make you sick. 250? Did I work part-time? 250? Do you not see what I make every week? You think I made 250? Are you kidding me? Shit, man, I made 250 to the truck, brother. Like, you just don't get it, man. You just don't get it. 250. Are you kidding me? 250. Oh me. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, for real, man. Like, just go away. Turn Blaze LOL. Yeah. Thank you, Alexandra. What an asshat. Like, he leaves comments on every one of my videos talking about how I'm getting a bad deal, getting 20% away. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that my carrier does for me that I don't talk about. Like, so it's not like I'm just giving them 20%, you know? Yeah, it's annoying when people think they know everything, you know, and they want to tell you how to live your life. Um, let's see. Yeah, year in review, probably working on that. Pretty much every load board has fuel program you can use. Yeah, I've got a fuel card from a big mega carrier that I use as a supplement, but I didn't realize TVC Pro Driver had one. Let's see. It's a lot more than you think. Try it yourself. I keep checking MUDFLAP, but for some reason they don't have enough spots on my route, and what they do have is kind of pricey. Yeah, I will say this. They need there's areas of the country they need more stops. Like I was in Mississippi the other day. I don't think they have but one stop, if that. Um, you know, I don't even know if they have a stop in Mississippi. So, Rich Taco says 1.9 is Pilot. Okay, that makes sense because I think the Pilot and Speedway are like tied together with their diesel. So that would make sense. That would make sense. A lot of smaller truck stops are like, hang on, they are buying up a lot of small truck stops and putting their pumps there. Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Did not know that. Mark M says, "Oh, it's getting juicy. I am a one guy operation and agree that 20% is worth every cent. I would have done that if I knew about it. Running my own numbers is hard." Yeah, that's another thing, that 20%. Like I said, if you're going to build a fleet, this is how I think of it. If you're going to build a fleet, get your own authority, run your own authority. If you're going to be one man, one truck, you do about the same amount of money, because like there are loads that some brokers won't give to a one man, one truck. Some of those loads have to go to carriers that have more than one truck because they don't want to piecemeal out like we'll get an email that'll have 20 loads on it and they'll send it to the carrier I'm at. So they wouldn't send that to a one man, one truck because they want to give all 10 loads or 20 loads. They want to give them to one company and have that company deal with them. So yeah, I mean, um, and like the fact that I don't know, there's some benefits to being at a carrier. Like having your own authority is, I don't know, it's not like the end all be all. I think a lot of people think if you don't have your own authority, you're like getting cheated out of money. But I'm like, I don't want to go home and do all the like back office paperwork. I'm happy to give up like 5% to the back office paperwork. Um, the way I look at it is I do about the 20% breaks down like this for me. 5% goes to the trailer. I pull their trailer for free. They, maintenance, everything, it's their trailer. They deal with everything. Washouts, it's all on them. 5% to run their authority, which, normally 5 to 10% to run someone's authority. And then what else? 5% for the, let's see, 5% for the trailer, 5%, 5 to 10% for the authority, and then another 5% for insurance. Like that's 20%, and the way I look at it, they're doing a lot for that 20%. I'm sorry, but they are. And I tried to explain it to that guy before. That's why it's pissing me off. He just keeps coming back with the same thing. Like, I'm like, dude, why are you trying to change someone's mind if they're happy where they're at? I don't know. That annoys me. Like, if someone's happy, be happy for them. Don't try to bring them down. But yeah, Mark M says, one guy, one truck operation, 20% worth every cent. I would have done it that way. Running my own numbers is hard. Yeah, I mean, you look at DIY. Look at all the videos he does about all the office work he's doing. Doing the IFTA, doing the 2290, doing the, you know what I mean? Like, I don't deal with any of that. Like, I come into the office the other day to turn in my paperwork. They handed me my IFTA stickers and the piece of paper, I throw in my book up there and I put my stickers on the truck and I'm done. I go home. I didn't have to worry about going and doing none of that. So, I mean, there's good and bad in everything. It's, it's just how it is. A125, he says, "No, I'm happy for you, but you could do better." How do you know that? Please explain how you know that before I block you permanently, because that's what I'm fixing to do. I mean, if you want to state your case, you can, but I'm tired of dealing with you. I don't need ass hats around here bringing me down, okay? So, actually, you know what? Let's just, yeah. Bye-bye, son. Bye-bye. You've been bye-bye-nated. Yeah, I'm tired of it. Let's see. Captain Flatbed says 2 of my trucks broke 300,000 for the year. I did 250 on 7 months. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I put out a weekly video every week that shows my numbers. Like, like 250, what is that? Like 5,000 a week? Yeah. I mean, I ran hard this year. Like to say, I did 250, there's nothing wrong with 250. 250 is good, but like I put out numbers every week. You can see what I do every week. It's obviously more than 250. I mean, nothing wrong with doing 250. It's just like, I don't know. Like, man, some people just don't get it, and I ain't got time to teach everybody. You know what I mean? Gus says it's all about volume. Yeah, it can be. Alexandra says if that 20% covers taxes and repairs, I'm in. Yeah, no doubt. And that 20%, like, I don't talk about it much, but that 20%, they do things that they do things for me that they don't have to do. Like, when my water pump went out, I drove my truck to the shop, and think of it like this. Okay, if you're one man, one truck, you take your truck to the shop, and it sets at Freightliner for the whole weekend because that happened on a Friday. Your truck sits at the shop all weekend, and then maybe come Tuesday, Wednesday, they put a water pump on your truck. You could do it yourself if you wanted to spend the time doing it yourself. A water pump's not that big a deal. Me personally, here's how it worked for me. I drove my truck to the shop. I dropped my truck off at our company shop. I went home for the day, and then I got a call later that afternoon and said, "Hey, your truck's ready to go." Great. What did it cost? They said, "Oh, don't worry about it." So, I mean, you do get some, there's some benefit there. I don't talk about all of it, but yeah, um, some people that they got it all figured out. Um, let's see. MUDFLAP is growing. Joe says MUDFLAP is growing, but I don't get how they get discounts from the fuel stops. Is it from bringing in the truck traffic to the fuel stop? Yeah, I don't know how much of a discount they're getting on that fuel, or they could be also getting like a per fuel transaction too. You know, like every truck that comes in and gets fuel, they get $10 or something, $20, whatever. Could be a situation like that, but um, yeah, they it's like NASTIC, and it's volume. Yeah, somebody said it was volume earlier. I can't remember who that was, but yeah, that's what it is. It's all about the volume. Rick Ian says mathematically leasing on can make sense. Yeah. Um, you know, like if your carrier's got the right freight that you like to haul, and they're doing stuff for you. I've always said don't give somebody 20% for doing nothing. Like where I'm at, there's a lot of connections here. This carrier has been in business for over 10 years, and they're not huge, but in their area, like they've got connections. And during COVID, I leveraged those connections when a lot of people were sitting around not making a dime. I was still running, making pretty decent money. I mean, I wasn't killing it, but um, I was definitely doing some decent revenue. Um, for COVID times. Let's see. Um, let's see. Yeah, had to get rid of him. Gus says, not all that. Those big carriers also have big lawyers when needed. Yeah, you got to watch those big carriers. They do got the lawyers. Um, I've seen people at Mega. Rick Ann says I've seen people at Mega gross close to 300,000. Yeah, yeah. It depends on the Mega. Like if you're on a Mega doing $1 a mile, 300,000 is rough at $1 a mile. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to do some crazy numbers. But if there's some deals at these megas that can work. My thing with megas is having the experience of dealing with the mega carriers is, um, you know, is dealing with the mega. It's the hassle of dealing with the megas. It's like, the run around, the left hand don't know what the right hand's doing. That type of stuff kills me at mega carriers. Captain Flatbed says, nice to have someone else deal with the paperwork headaches. Yeah. There's benefits to being leased on somewhere, like when I had my old Freightliner, I broke down and I was under a load, and, I wasn't just out there on my own, like I called them, they called somebody, they had a driver that was like, a couple 100 miles away. They had him come over there, get my load when the tow truck pulled they had the tow truck take my trailer. He dropped his trailer in storage and came and got my load and took it and delivered it. So like there's some solitude in being leased on somewhere. Like it's not like I'm just giving them 20% for nothing. They're providing a lot of value for 20%. Let's see. Joe says you have to wait for the broker to pay, which is around 30 days, and hope they pay. If not, you have to claim on their bond. All this while driving the truck. Yeah, that's another thing. I turn in my paperwork, and within 24 to 48 hours, that my money's in my bank account. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't pay a fee to do that. Like that's just what comes out of it. That's just how they work it for me. So they're floating, like if I was waiting on freight bills for 30 days, which, I mean, you can eventually get there, but that's an added value of not having to wait 30 days on your money. Yeah, I got the ass hat hammer. Yeah, I mean, that guy left me he's been leaving me comments on my videos like every week. He's like, "Oh, why do you give 20% to your carrier?" And I'm like, "I don't give 20% to nobody. They earn that 20%. They bring a lot of value for 20%, Like yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people never get it. And I warned him. I warned him the other day about it. I was like, "Dude, I'm happy, be happy for me," but he just keeps on. So yeah, I like that. Ass hat hammer. Gus says, let him write a 100% of his own YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I would gladly give you 20% for peace of mind. Yeah, that's a big part of it too. Like, when I had my other Freightliner, my truck broke down, and like I had to have the DPF filters took out and baked and all this, and it took like a week to get all that done and put back together at the Detroit shop. Did I sit at home not making anything? No. My carrier had an extra truck at there. It wasn't the greatest truck. It was an old Volvo, but the guy that owns the carrier said, "Hey, if you want, that truck's got tags and license and insurance on it." He said, "If you want to go run this week, you can take that truck and go run." So, it was like I wasn't even down. Like when I got back to Minnesota, I had earned the money that it took for the repair. So instead of sitting at home and losing $5,000, I went out and made $5,000 and broke even for the week. So, there's some there's some benefit to it. Kent Flatbed says that driver that got 250,000 was only in truck for 7 months and really didn't run that hard. Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing, like that's good for the year. I'm not knocking 250 for the year, but I'm saying like when you run as hard as I did this year, like I mean 7 months, that's killer to do 250 in 7 months. Like I mean, damn, that's like damn, like am I meant is that's over 30 grand a month, right? Like is my math off that bad? But yeah, I mean I lived in this truck this year. Like I am going ham for the next year or two. Like, what I mean? I'm on a mission. So, like for that, and I'll tell you really what made me mad about him saying 250. It shows that he obviously doesn't like watch the videos or see what I'm doing or anything like that. He's just one of those guys that comes in and says, "I'm out of had a hot spot here. Let me run through some comments." Yeah. Mark M says, I pay permit guy for all that paperwork and it's about $1,000 a year. I'd rather do that than try and learn all those back office paperwork. My business overhead is about 15%, and my trailer is paid off. Okay. Yeah. I mean, at some point you'll have to replace that trailer though, right? So you gotta factor in something for the trailer. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, you do about the same, honestly. If you do, if you got one man, one truck, from my experience, you do about the same with your own authority versus an 80-20 split if you get a good carrier, because like the carrier I'm at, like, I don't know, it, there's a lot of benefit to their connections. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in certain areas of the country, I know I can call the office and say, hey, I need a load out of this area, preferably back to like Minnesota. And they can find me something better than what I can find on the load board by making a few calls. And you could do that as an owner operator. I mean, as having your own authority, you could do the same thing. You build those connections. But I'm getting 10 years worth of connections over 100 trucks. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. Mark M says, however, I can't get that juicy contract freight and preferred fleet carrier loads, such as my life. Yeah, I mean, there's some benefit to it. It's give and take. It's depending on where you want to be. And like with you, Mark, if you're happy having your own authority and you're making money and you're accomplishing your goals, like that's all that matters. I'm not here to try to convert you to lease on somewhere. It's like, that's what annoys me with stuff like that. It's like, just be happy for people. Um, Mark M says maintenance on old equipment is bad. My 2006 trailer cost a lot more than you would think to operate. I'm not investing anymore in this part of the industry. I'm considering car hauling in the summer. There is some real money in car hauling, man. I got to tell you, if you're willing to get out and do that work, there is nothing wrong with car hauling. Um, you know, especially like in the populated areas like the East Coast. Hot Shot Dave is the one I always watch on stuff like that. I think he's got he's hauling freight right now though, because his car hauler trailer got banged up. But um, yeah, yeah, car hauling is money, for sure. And yeah, reefer trailers are a pain in the butt when they get old. They are. I mean, old equipment in general, but especially a reefer trailer. Reefer trailer has a hard life, man. You think these things sit there and run in the 100-degree heat, wide open, trying to keep something cool, and then in the freezing cold of the winter, they run trying to keep stuff warm. It's like they never catch a break. Mark M, if you're leased on and have a bad factoring, or you're uh, all by yourself like me, consider RTS financing. Factoring, they're really good, and only 2.75% for next day and an extra $10 for a wire transfer. Yeah, RTS sent me a thing the other day about working with them on YouTube. I'm thinking about it. Mark M, to anyone listening in there, you go. Yeah. Um, Mark M, 250,000 is 9K a week. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely for a solo guy to do that consistently. 250,000 is 5,000 a week, right? Are you talking about in the 7 months? Yeah. I mean, let's face it, 250,000 in 7 months is crazy. That's that flatbed money right there. That's why I tell you guys, if you're like, you know, if you're willing to learn flatbed and you're willing to deal with the BS that comes along with flatbed, there is a ton of money over there. Ton of money. Yeah, Mark, Captain Flatbed over there, they got a bunch of crazy connections, and they do flatbed work. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt he could make 9,000 a week. Um, let's see. Rick, in 2020 should have been approximately a 350 to 400 year for you, but that's just a guess. Yeah, that's probably ballparking it. I mean, I ain't sat down and added everything up, but just the trucking side of it, yeah, that's probably about where I'm at for the trucking side of it. I mean, I got a lot of other things going on outside of trucking, and that's another thing people, like they don't know because I don't talk about it. But um, it's like I can't, you know, I can't spend all my day working. Like I got other things going on outside of trucking, and I like that because I'm not just tied to trucking. If trucking was to be kaput, I got other things going. So I can't put 100% into trucking, and I put enough in it. I'm putting like 50 hours a week on average, maybe 60 hours a week on average in it already. So the other 20 to 30 hours I have to work outside of trucking makes for a hell of a week. So yeah, um, got to keep that in mind too. Storm Trucking says, "What's up, Cash? Not much, Storm Trucking. Thanks for coming in. How's the deliveries going tonight? Or have you started work yet? Or are we just getting in? What's going on over there?" Um, let's see. Mark M says, "I'm tired of praying before going asleep, hoping nothing happens because it's $200 an hour and claims are bad news bears." Yeah, yeah. You do not want those claims. That is rough. Um, Mark M, yeah, the 7 month guy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I know a little bit about what Captain Flatbed does, the stuff they talk about doing. I could see them doing 9 grand. They do some over dimensional, they do big things over there. So I could see them getting 9 grand a week. Um, let's see. Rick N, I'm fluffy. I'm not flatbedding. Yeah, that's me. Like flatbed is one of those things you got to understand, like maybe not everybody's a rock star, like not everybody can do it. And then like you've got to also understand, until you learn all the little tricks of the trade, it's rough. It's rough. And but if you can get good at it, and you can walk the walk and talk the talk, man, oh man, is there a lot of money in flatbed. um Trucking with Blaze F, folding tarps in negative 20-degree weather in the wind. Yeah, that's when I knew my flatbed career was coming to the end, when I was trying to fold a tarp on a concrete pad that was like, it was like broken concrete. So it was like all rough, had little puddles. And I was trying to fold my tarp, and the tarp was getting soaking wet, and the wind was blowing it everywhere. I was like, yeah, I'm over this. Like, what am I doing here? And I'm not in good enough shape physically to be doing that, honestly. Um, let's see. Storm Trucking says, out in Idaho Falls doing a 4-day route, making that money. I bet. Uh, don't restart my night until 10 p.m. Okay. Let's see. Mountain Standard Time. I'm in Central Time, so yeah, you got a break ahead of you there. You got a break ahead of you there. Let's see. Storm Trucking says, I love flatbed until I slipped off the trailer and almost broke my leg and said, screw this. Yeah, that's the key, man. When you're up there on that 13-foot tall load and that wind catches you and it scares the living crap out of you, you'll rethink some things. You will rethink some things. Trucking with Blaze says, make money for sure. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Hang on, I missed one, I think. Joe says, did you have any resolutions for 2021? Nah, man, I'm getting so bad at resolutions. Like, it just, I don't like setting myself up for disappointment. And a lot of times that's what a resolution is, because if you don't stick with it, then you're going to feel bad about it. And so, yeah. I just try to have a good year. Hopefully, um, things go my way a little bit. Let's see. Mark M says, Storm, I know a older guy that slipped and almost died. He parked his step deck and bought a reefer the very next week. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of the story of my life right there. You know what I mean? You have a couple rough experiences on that flatbed and you start rethinking some stuff. But if you're good and you're fast at flatbed, there's a lot of money there. Like there's no doubt about that. It's a little bit seasonal, But that again, that comes with, you know, you build your contacts and you do what you got to do. But yeah, it's not bad if you can do it. Let's see here. Rick Ian says, I made a resolution to not have a resolution. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Rick. He says this year I'm actually going to do my resolution. Okay, okay. Paul Harris says, I just left Carlisle, PA this AM. The snow was forecast, ran from the snow. Yeah, that's kind of how I was. I was looking at Google Maps, trying to zoom in on the place I'm delivering to make sure I got my route right on the satellite view, and I noticed a lot of yellow and orange over there, and I was like, did I miss something? And yeah. Let's see. Storm Trucking says, also, I love the consistency of hauling food. Never a, never a fan off sitting over the weekend and running days. Love the night shift. Well, you got the job for the night shift for sure. Joe says, hey, I saved big money at Menards Saturday. There you go. Yeah, Menards, man, love that store. Love that store. Mark M says, my plan is to build side incomes and idle jobs that don't require much work. That way I can get to a point where I can stay home when loads slow down. Eventually I'll get off the truck by next winter. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Mark. You know, put some irons in some fires, you know, start some things outside of trucking. Don't let trucking be your end all be all, because, you know, we all know trucking can be you know, a little bit of a prima donna sometimes, you know, and break your heart. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, let's see. Mark M says, you make money while driving. We got a laptop in our pocket. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm out of here. My throat is sore and my voice is going, and I don't want people to think I got COVID. So I'm out of here. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for the super chats. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for all the support. You guys are awesome. Good night. Bye. Take care of each other.